Hello everybody, Mr. Hinnon here with another Henstitute Help. This is another pressure problem, and in this case, we've got a bottle of soda. We're trying to figure out the force needed. So we're looking for, switch up my colors, the magnitude of the force that the screw threads have to exert on the cap in order to keep it on the bottle. The air pressure outside the bottle is 1 atmosphere. That's actually important. So if I imagine that I have a soda bottle, and it's got a cap sitting on it, and it's got little threads in it. So the idea is inside the bottle, you're going to have a certain amount of pressure. So this pressure is trying to basically push out on the bottle. It's actually applying an outward force. But we have air pressure applying force in this direction. So those two things are what we're looking at. Now you can think of them in terms of pressure acting on it, or you can think of them in terms of forces. I'm going to actually think of them in terms of pressure. So I have pressure of the air pushing that way, and then I have, this is going to be the pressure of the soda. And so the difference between those is going to equal, so we're going to be using pressure equal force divided by area, but this pressure is going to actually be made up of the difference in pressure. So it's going to be the pressure of the air minus the pressure of the soda. Or actually, more than likely, the pressure of the soda is pushing with more force, so I'm going to assume that the pressure of the soda is pushing with more force, but I'm going to subtract off the pressure of the air. And that's what I'm going to use for my pressure. I'm going to set it equal to F divided by A, and we should be pretty set. Now, we know the absolute pressure of the soda inside is this 1.8 times 10 to the fifth. So that is what I'm labeling as PS. So that's the 1.8 times 10 to the fifth pascals. And then they tell me that assume the top and bottom surfaces of the cap each have an area of that much. So this is my area. So the area of this thing is that 4.1 times 10 to the minus 4 square meters. Remember, in square meters, everything is going to seem very small because the square meter is actually pretty big unit. And then the last part is air pressure. So air pressure is 1 atmosphere, that it says right there, but I don't want to leave it that way. If I ever see atmospheres, I always want you to change it over into pascals. So this is going to be that 101,300 pascals. So that's going to go in for PA. We've got PS. We know A. We just have to solve for F. Easy peasy. Hope that helps.